Hi everyone, welcome back to KG Graves. We're in Sandymount United Methodist Church in Finksburg, Maryland, USA. And we're here to visit the grave, or should I say unmarked grave, of Fred Gwynne, who starred in the Munsters. Hope you enjoy the video.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I'd like you to meet two friends of mine who are going to be our guests this evening on the show. We'd like you to meet Edie Adams and Herman Munster. Oh, my, isn't this beautiful? I'm sure you know which is which. You look positively stunning.
Oh, thank you, Danny.
No, Herman, I didn't mean you.
Huh?
No, but you do look very interesting.
Oh.
He is a big one, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think Herman is just adorable, and I could just watch him on that Munster series forever.
Oh, no. Edie, don't say that. That is the downfall of every television performer.
Well, do I understand you're not going to be on TV next year?
Oh, I hope so, Danny.
Oh.
But, you see, I've always had a secret ambition to be more than just a television leading man. I mean, who wants to be just another pretty face? I have decided to become a newscaster.
Oh?
Yes. And with the help of you and Edie, I would like to give the folks out there a preview of my very own news show.
Oh, that's nice.
Huntley and Brinkley, watch yourselves. Good evening. This is your reporter, Chet Munster, with the news. Well, what kind of a day has it been? It was a day in which a crazed vampire bit Perry Como and died of tired blood. It was a day in which Professor Harvey Krause succeeded in crossing a gopher with an elephant. He doesn't know what it is yet, but you should see the hole in his backyard.
Fred Gwynne was born Frederick Hubbard Gwynne on the 10th of July 1926 in New York City, New York, USA, to parents Frederick and Dorothy nee Ficken. He was an American actor, artist and author. He had two siblings, Dorothy Gwynne and Bowers Gwynne, both of whom died young. Although Fred partially grew up in Tuxedo Park, New York, he spent most of his childhood in South Carolina, Florida, and Colorado because his father travelled extensively. Following his father's death, his mother sent him to boarding school at Groton School, Massachusetts, where he graduated in 1944 and may have set the school record for disciplinary black marks. He was president of the drama club and made his first stage appearance in a school production of Henry V. Having attended high school during World War II, Fred joined the United States Navy after graduation, serving as a radio man on submarine chaser USS Manville, number PC-581. After the war, Fred attended art school at the Phoenix School of Design in New York with the dream of doing Saturday evening post covers. He found that the work was not right for him and transferred to Harvard College in 1948, graduating in 1951. He was a member of the Fly Club, served as president of the Harvard Lampoon and as an in-house cartoonist, sang with the Harvard Crocodillos in 1948, an a cappella group, and acted for Hasty Pudding theatricals. In the 1940s, He was a summertime swimming instructor at the Duxbury Yacht Club pool in Duxbury, Massachusetts. Fred joined the Brattle Theatre Repertory Company after his 1951 graduation, then moved to New York City. To support himself, he worked as a copywriter for the J. Walter Thompson Advertising Agency, resigning in 1952 upon being cast in his first Broadway role, a gangster in a comedy called Mrs. McThing, starring Helen Hayes. Another early role was a New York City Drama Company production at City Centre of Shakespeare's Love's Labour's Lost in 1953 in the role of Dull, a constable. Fred preferred theatre to film and television, and maintained that if the United States had a national theatre mounting year-round productions, he would rather work there. In 1954, he made his first cinematic appearance playing, in an uncredited role, the laconic character Slim in the Oscar-winning film On the Waterfront. Shortly afterwards, Phil Silvers sought him for his television show because he had been impressed by his comedic work in Mrs. McThing. As a result, Fred made a memorable appearance on the Phil Silvers show in the episode The Eating Contest as the character Corporal Ed Honegger, whose depressive eating binges are exploited in an eating contest. A second appearance on the Phil Silvers show in an episode It's for the Birds, and appearances on many other shows led writer-producer Nat Hicken to cast him in the sitcom Car 54 Where Are You as Patrolman Francis Muldoon. Fred was 6 foot 5 inches tall, an attribute that contributed to him being cast as Herman Munster, a goofy parody of Frankenstein's monster in the sitcom The Munsters. For his role, he had to wear 40 or 50 pounds of padding, makeup, and 5-inch asphalt spreader boots. His face was painted a bright violet because it captured the most light on the black and white film. Fred was known for his sense of humour and retained fond recollections of Herman, saying in later life, "I might as well tell you the truth. I love old Herman Munster. Much as I try not to, I can't stop liking that fellow." After his iconic role in the Munsters, he found himself typecast, unable to gain new film roles for over 2 years. In 1969, he was cast as Jonathan Brewster in a television production of Arsenic and Old Lace. The Brewster's character was originally played by Boris Karloff, who also played Frankenstein's monster, on which Fred's Herman Munster character was based in the Broadway production of the play. He then found success as a stage actor in regional state productions across the United States while maintaining a low Hollywood profile. A talented vocalist, Fred sang in a Hallmark Hall of Fame television production, The Littlest Angel 1969, and went on to perform in a variety of roles on stage and screen. In 1974, drawing upon his own southern roots, he appeared in the role of Big Daddy Pollitt in the Broadway revival of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. In 1975, he played the stage manager in Our Town at the American Shakespeare Theatre in Stratford, Connecticut. From 1975 to 1982, Fred appeared in 83 episodes in different roles on the popular radio drama series, the CBS Radio Mystery Theatre. He returned to Broadway in 1976 as Colonel J.C. Kincaid in 2 parts of A Texas Trilogy. In 1984, he auditioned for the part of Henry on the sitcom Punky Brewster, then withdrew in frustration when a director identified him as Herman Munster rather than his real name. The role of Henry went to George Gaines. In 1987, he starred in the short-lived TV series Jake's M.O., where he played an investigative reporter. Fred also appeared in the movies Simon, On the Waterfront, So Fine, Disorganized Crime, The Cotton Club, Captain Courageous, The Secret of My Success, Water, Ironweed, Fatal Attraction, and The Boy Who Could Fly. Despite his misgiving about having been typecast, he agreed to reprise the role of Herman Munster for the 1981 TV reunion movie The Munsters' Revenge. Fred performed the role of Judge Chamberlain Haller in his final film, the 1992 comedy My Cousin Vinny. In addition to his acting career, Fred sang professionally, painted, and wrote and illustrated children's books, including Best in Show, later titled It's Easy to See Why, Daddy Has a Mole on His Nose, A Chocolate Mousse for Dinner, The King Who Reigned, Pond Larker, The Battle of the Frogs and Mice, A Little Pigeon Toad, and The 16-Hand Horse. Initially, the books did not achieve wider popularity because their format was geared to a very young audience, but the concept was more appealing to older children and adults. Eventually they achieved critical success and became regular booksellers for their publisher. He also did his voice work for TV and radio commercials. Later in his career he held several shows of artwork, the first in 1989. In his personal life in 1952, Fred married socialite Jean Foxy Reynard, a granddaughter of New York City Mayor William J. Gaynor. Before divorcing in 1980, the couple had 5 children: son Kieran, born 1953, daughter Gaynor, born 1954, son Evan, born 1956, son Dylan, born 1962 but drowned in 1963, 10 months old, and daughter Madin, born 1965. In 1988, Fred married his second wife, Deborah Flatter. They remained married until his death in 1993. Fred died of complications from pancreatic cancer at his home in Taneytown, Maryland, on the 2nd of July 1993 at the age of 66. He is buried in an unmarked grave in Sandymount United Methodist Church Cemetery in Finksburg, Maryland. During his career, Fred appeared in 18 films between 1954 and 1992, 44 TV shows between 1952 and 1992, and 13 theatre productions between 1952 and 1983. Let's see where his grave is located.
So there you have it. This is the unmarked grave of where Fred Gwynne, the actor, is buried. It's a shame there's no headstone, but we still appreciate the work that he did. As usual, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
Rest in peace, Fred Gwynne.